Hi guys, welcome back to my I meant channel. Today we are going to be doing journal tag 10, which is a tag that was created by Heather Mattern and Undocumented Journey. So I will tag them down below. I feel like I'm a little late to this tag, but I wanted to do it to celebrate my 1,500 days of daily journaling, which I just think is really freaking crazy. I can't believe that I've been journaling for 1,500 days. That is a lot of days. That is a lot of years. Next year will be my 5-year anniversary, which I just think is so freaking exciting. And I thought this tag would be such a fun way to talk about my journaling journey and just kind of dive into some different questions. So the first question on the tag is, how long have you been journaling? And do you remember your first journal? So there's kind of two different answers for this. I just want to share with you guys the spread that I made in my current journal to celebrate 1,500 days. But I have kind of two beginnings of my journaling journey. The first one is really when I first started writing in my own journals. This journal is from June 11th, 2016. And so for a while, between I think 2016 to 2018 or 2019, I kept occasional journals, and I always did some sort of like planning with like stickers and creative memory keeping, but it wasn't really a consistent habit that I had. However, this is kind of the first journal of that part of my journaling journey. It's this cute little New York City or kind of like travel themed journal. Super cute. I love the art on it. And I remember I got this as a prize for my Chinese school like final end of year ceremony thing. And so I wanted to use it as a journal just because I thought the cover was so cute. So here basically is just a bunch of writing, some in pencil, some in pen, some miscellaneous stickers stuck in throughout. And yeah, so this was before I really started journaling consistently. I do have a video showing those journals before my official journaling journey started, available on my channel. So go check that video out if you're interested in seeing like my older journals. But then on June 7th, 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I decided I wanted to start journaling. I had been pen paling for a while and I was receiving all this fun stationery and I just wanted somewhere to put it. And so I decided I was going to restart journaling because prior to that, like I said, it hadn't been super consistent. So on June 7th, 2020, I started this journal right here, which is a journal from Dollarama. And I started writing. And since then, I have filled up 52 completed journals, or I've completed 52 journals in the 4-ish or 1,500 days since this journal. And I just think that is so freaking crazy. That is a lot of journals. They take up a lot of space on my shelves, but I'm so happy to have found this hobby. And I can't believe that this little book here was really what started it all. So yeah, very, very, very cool to look back at that. Okay, next question is, what is the purpose of journaling for you and why do you journal? So the purpose of journaling for me is really for memory keeping. I like to put in a lot of photos in my journal, or at least I try to when I can. Like for example, I did my placement at a school this past summer and I printed out some photos that I took on my little walk to school every day to stick in here. I also like to put in miscellaneous like ephemera and things. And so when I came back from my Japan trip, I had some leftover ephemera that I didn't even manage to fit in my regular Japan travel journal, and so I stuck that in this journal as well. I think it's so fun to just stick in little pieces of your day. Of course, I also do a daily spreads, which I can't really show you because I haven't covered up any writing. But like I just write about my day. If you watch any of my daily journaling videos, you will see that. And when I kind of do this little flip here, you can see all the writing inside. I also like to stick in things like this, where I made a craft with the kids at the daycare that I'm working at this summer. And so I wanted to keep my version of it. And so I stuck that in here. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I also like to stick in receipts and stuff like that just to kind of memory keep. And for me, journaling is really about memory keeping. Of course, I do write about my feelings, especially when I'm really mad or really sad. But overall, for me, it's really just capturing the events of my day. And it's also a creative outlet. I love doing fun spreads like cover pages. I believe, yes, I have one here. This was a little cover page that I made for June. I think it's super, super cute. And we even have a book spread on this side, which is very fun as well. So really, it's just because I've always loved crafting. Like I used to make duct tape wallets. I used to make clothes and accessories for my American Girl doll. Like this has always, I really feel like been in my blood to create. And this is just really another outlet for that. So that is why I love to journal. Yes. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Do you ever abandon a journal or have journaling breaks? And if so, why? So, like I said, I was journaling kind of on and off between 2016 and 2019. But then since June 7th, 2020, I have not taken a break from journaling. I have literally journaled for 1,500 days straight. I hit that day on July 16th, 2024. And so, yeah, I really never take breaks from journaling. I feel like I'm very disciplined in that like way. And it's really important to me to keep up this habit so that I never drop it. And yeah, it's been working out so far. We'll see. It's been really busy for me this summer and journaling has become a little bit of a struggle, but we have kept going. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that I won't drop it in any time in the near future. Question 4 was, do you only keep one journal or many? So my like main journal is really what I use. This is my current one, which coincidentally is also a faux wood grain journal from Dollarama. This one just has stickers on the cover and is a different color, but they're the same like base journal. What was the question? Do you only keep, oh yes. So basically most of my spreads go into this one journal. I do my daily spreads in here. I do my monthly cover pages. I do my bookish spreads in here. I put in all the ephemera and photos in this one journal. It's really easiest for me to keep everything in one journal. I think that if I had separate journals, I would feel really overwhelmed with all the stuff that I have to do. And so as of right now, I really only keep one journal. However, I do have 2 kind of smaller journals on the side that I also like to use, which I will pull out now. They are these 2 journals right here, which one of them is my reading journal. This is my 2024 reading journal. There is a whole flip through of the first half of the year in my, or on my channel if you're interested in checking that out. But very self-explanatory. I use this to track all my reading. I like to track how many books I read in the year, my favorite book of the month, my favorite TV show or movie of the month, as I also track that in here as well. And then every month I just make a few spreads to kind of commemorate the different like media that I've consumed. And this has been really fun for me. Again, a more in-depth flip through is available on my channel if you're interested in checking that out. But yeah, super cute. I love doing this. And I like that it's been in a smaller journal this year. It's been a lot easier for me to manage and I'm just really enjoying it. This is a journal from the Noda brand from Indigo. The other kind of separate journal I keep is just for fun. This is what I'm calling my Taylor Swift journal. As you can see, Taylor Swift, a journal. And here I've been kind of making spreads for the songs in her discography. To be honest with you, I don't often have time to work on this. So far, I haven't really even made it through her first album, which is her debut album. But like, I just like to make fun spreads like this. Here's a quick little flip through. I don't really want to spoil it because I do want to flip through it more in depth. And so this is something that I've kind of been working on over the past year as well. But it is taking quite a long time to get through, also because I just don't have the most time to work on it. But that is okay. I'm sure one day I will get this done. But it's been really fun so far. So this is my only kind of other journal that I keep, or these 2 are the only other journals that I keep aside from my daily journal. But yeah, overall, I mainly use just one journal. Also, apologies if the sounds outside are a little bit loud. My window is open right now because it's a really nice day, and I hope that you guys can still hear me. Okay, next question is, what makes a journaling system right for you? What do you need in a system? Honestly, for me, I just need this one notebook. Like, the reading journal is fun and all, but I can combine those spreads into my daily journal, and I have done that before. I actually did it last year, but while I do prefer having my reading journal separate, I could combine it all in one journal. And for me, having one journal is the simplest, most straightforward way for me to journal and be caught up in my journal. Really, I just need one. I don't need a system, I just need one. Okay, next question is, do you have a favorite notebook or pen when it comes to journaling? Now, I wanted to talk about a few notebooks that I've used in the past that I have really enjoyed. The first ones I want to go over are my Dollarama journals. Now, these are journals that I have purchased from Dollarama, which is a Canadian dollar store. They were not $1, but that is okay. There are kind of like 3 main styles that I have used multiple times from Dollarama. The first being the faux wood grain journal. I think I filled maybe like 10 of these in my journaling career, which is 1/5 of my completed journaling collection. So that is pretty cool. These go for, I think, $3.75 at Dollarama, and they're very fun. They have a pocket, they have a ribbon, they have an elastic, they have nice lined pages. And I feel like the cover is so simple and aesthetic, and it's easy to kind of decorate them differently every time. There's 3 shades of this. There's this one, this like kind of grayish wood. We have this more orangey wood, and then there's a dark brown wood. Then there are these Claude Monet journals, which always get super chunky because they have so many pages. Now these ones come in a collection of 4. There's 4 different designs and they go for $4 each at Dollarama. And I love these. I think the lines are really nice and wide, and it's just so fun to fill these up. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff stuffed in this journal, and I really have enjoyed these. Again, there are so many pages that it does get quite chunky and bulks up a lot to the point where like the cover is being pulled back. But personally, I don't mind. If you don't also like put a lot of stuff in your journals, this might be right for you as well. Okay, last but not least, we have this style of journal. Now, I don't really know what to call this, but they always have this consistent style of journal where the cover is a little bit wider than the faux wood grain, and they always have fun, colorful patterns on the front. I think I've used at least 5 of these, probably more in my journaling career or journaling journey, whatever you want to call it. And I really enjoy these. I think that the elastic on this one is much nicer than this elastic. It just feels a lot stronger and thicker. And I love the different designs on the cover. I think it's always so fun to use a style of journal that you know you already love, but with a different cover to make it feel like fresh and new, you know? So I really enjoy these. They also bulk up quite nicely. I really enjoy the paper in these as well. So I love my Dollarama journals. Honestly, my favorite part is that they are so cheap because I go through journals pretty quickly and I don't like to spend too much money on each one. Okay, the other 2 like types of journals that I wanted to give a shout out to were my paper shower journals. I have used 3 of these in the past for regular journals, and then 1 as my reading journal for 2022. They have been so fun, and honestly, they are so affordable. As I am filming this video, Zenny is actually hosting a sale in her shop for 30% off, and she is actually discounting these to get rid of them, which I'm so sad about. I think she might be introducing new designs in the future, but I'm not sure. But she is discounting these to like a crazy discount. I think that if you were to apply the 30% off, they would be like $7, which is amazing because these are the same quality as Archer and Olive journals. You know, they have that thick 160 GSM paper with a dark red, like you can see here, kind of. It's really, if you can hear that, it's like really thick paper. You can watercolor on it. You can use markers and pens and stuff without things bleeding through. And I just love these. They're amazing quality. I love the leather cover. The ribbon, the elastic is also amazing on these. Comes with a pen loop and a pocket in the back. And I just love it. I think these journals are amazing. I definitely recommend. I will leave the link to Zenny Shop down below if you're interested. And then the last type of journals that I wanted to shout out, because I do use these quite often, are Nota journals. I showed you one for my reading journal, but I also have a few more of them. They are, again, from the Nota brand from Indigo. They come in so many beautiful designs. I've just used a lot of them in the past, and I really enjoy them. I like these because they're a little bit smaller, and they they have less pages, so I can go through them much faster, which for me is really useful and really helpful because when I'm in a slump or like I don't really feel like journaling, completing a journal quickly always helps me get through it. So that is that. Okay, and my favorite pens, which was the other half of this question, are these pens from Dollarama. They come in a pack of 12 for $2.50, and they're just literally 12 black gel pens. And I love them. There's really nothing more to say about it. They write so smoothly, they are so easy to use, and so affordable, which I love. Okay, next question is, how would you describe your journaling style? I think my journaling style is very colorful. Honestly, you can kind of already tell that just by looking at the journals that I use. If you watch any of my flip throughs, you can kind of get that vibe as well. I will link my flip through playlist down below because I do not have the time to flip through all 52 of my journals right now. But I just love incorporating color into my journal, whether it's with washi tape, stickers, scraps of paper, stickers on the cover. Like, I just love a colorful journal, and it makes me so much happier to flip through them when I can see a lot of color. Now, if you are more into just writing in your journal, that is totally okay as well. I think there's beauty in simplicity. And so just seeing like black writing on a page is very satisfying too. But I do love color. So that's how I describe my journaling style. Okay, question 8 is, who or where do you get your inspiration from? I love watching journaling YouTube videos. Feel free to shout yourself out in the comments if you make journaling videos as well. I would love to come check it out. But some of my favorite journaling YouTubers are Ali from Imperfect Pages, Celia from Just Celia, Carrie from Carrie Walker, Trin from Stationery with Trin, and Katie's Journal. So I will leave all of those creators tagged down below if you're interested in checking them out. I love the journaling community. I think it's so fun, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Okay. Second last question is what does your journaling routine look like and how often do you journal? Well, like you guys probably know from this video, I do journal every day, and usually I end up journaling right before bed. I will lay my washi down or decorate my pages, and then write about my day. It's pretty simple. Yeah, not anything crazy about my routine. If I'm trying to do other spreads like a book spread or a cover page, sometimes I will do those during the day if I have extra time. Mostly that is like on the weekends now, but that's kind of like the rare occasion that I will journal in the day. But mostly for my daily entries, I do that at night right before I go to bed. Okay, and the last question is your one tip for a beginner who wants to get into journaling. I think that for me, I would say my one tip is to not really fall into the, the tornado. What am I trying to say here? Like, don't fall into the hole of overconsumption and wanting to have all the pretty stationery and all the pretty washi and everything like that. Journaling does not have to be an expensive hobby. And I really want to drill that into your brain if you're considering journaling, but like overwhelmed by the amount of stationery that people have or like unsure of where to start. Journaling does not have to be expensive. Really, all you need is a journal and a pen. By the way, I really recommend pen over pencil. Pencil can fade over time and it also smudges easily. Even like, because pens can smudge, but if the ink dries, it won't smudge anymore. But pencil can like still smudge if you're reading back on it one day. So really recommend a pen. But again, all you need to journal is really a pen and a journal. And like I said, I buy really cheap journals. Like I get my journals from the dollar store, I get my pens from the dollar store. And while I do think I have a lot of stationery, it's something that I've collected over multiple years and I'm consistently trying to use up my stationery. Like this summer, I wanted to film a stationery empties video. And so I'm literally saving all the sticker flakes that I've used in this bag, along with sticker sheets that I've used, glue sticks that I've used, washi that I've used. And I just think that when I first started, actually, I can show you guys. Like when I first started, really, I didn't have any fancy stationery. I used a lot of like scrap paper, as you can see, and just a few stickers that I had collected through pen paling. And over time, I built up my collection. But at the beginning, it wasn't like that. And that is okay. Like you really don't need expensive washi to journal. You don't need expensive stickers to journal. And if you want to buy it, go ahead. But I'm just saying, it's not what you need. You can use recycled paper. You can use free paint chips from the hardware store. You can use cheap stickers from AliExpress. Like really just have fun with it. Put a pen to a paper and really enjoy it. I think that's the most important part. Like journaling is not about the pretty stationery. It's about writing whatever you want to write in a notebook. And yeah, I feel like that was a little bit rambly, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did have fun doing this tag. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!